How's it going today? I have a new setup today, so now you can see all the crap that is behind me. Um, oh, but you can't see Gizmo anymore. Gizmo's out of the screen. Um, so I put a poll in Discord about which deck we could flip through today, and it was looking really close. Let me go back and check and see. Oh no. It was a tie and now it's kind of like a landslide. So at some point tonight we are going to flip through the Oracle of the Hidden Worlds deck. I don't know why. I just for some reason we unbox a lot of decks on here and I just really love flipping through them, and I feel like a lot of decks don't get enough love, and I don't know, it's just kind of nice to like revisit the whole deck, because a lot of times when you use a deck, especially if you use a deck like just for yourself, you kind of see the same cards over and over again, and that's one of the cool things about reading for other people, is because other people's energy attract different cards. But still, I feel like you only see the same cards over and over again. So, I don't know. I just thought it would be nice to like flip through the decks one by one, just kind of make our way through them. Last time we flipped through the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, which is kind of fitting that we are now doing the Wisdom of the Hidden Worlds. I actually suggested this one because for some reason it's my go-to for Scorpio moon days, and I totally thought that we were already in Scorpio. I thought the moon was like transitioning all day, but the moon actually won't start to transition into Void of Course until around 7 o'clock tonight, and we won't be in Scorpio until tomorrow morning. But I don't know, I've just been feeling some Scorpio vibes today. So technically the moon is still in Libra energy for which is like the full moon energy. And you know, people, there's like all this, maybe I should switch to the moon scene if I'm gonna be, what? Why am I so why am I so low? And I'm sorry, I forgot to say hello to Laurel Bushcrafts. Welcome in. It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a long time. Good luck with the rest of your workday. Thank you for lurking and hanging out and saying hello. What? There we go. I don't know why. I did rearrange my desk configuration here. So maybe that adjusted the height for some reason, even though the computer is still on the same platform. I don't know. Anyways, what was I saying? I was going to talk about the eclipse. Well, first of all, how did the eclipse go for everybody? And second of all, I had started, for those of you that are subscribers or Ko-fi supporters, I've been putting out like monthly recaps video of like kind of how my moon cycles are going for this year, on a monthly basis. And in January I started a bunch of things in January, and it's honestly been kind of too much, but one of the things that I started was following along in this book called The Mythic Moons of Avalon, and it goes through like all the moon cycles of the entire year, and the kind of like focus of the book though is the full moon. So every full moon you make moon water with a specific herb, and then you work with the moon water and the herb like for that the rest of that moon cycle, or from full moon to full moon. And I fell off track last month because life was lifing, and ended up getting back on track. But now that I'm back on track, like I was all ready to like make moon water for the Libra moon. But a lot of people kind of feel like that's kind of controversial of whether you should work with eclipse energy or not. And I've been thinking a lot about it today. So like I didn't make moon water on, what was it, Sunday night, I guess. Yeah, Sunday night. But then I was like, wait, the eclipse is happening at 3 o'clock in the morning. But then we're still gonna be in Libra energy. And even though technically on Monday the moon was waning, basically what I'm saying is I made moon water. Like eclipse, the actual eclipse is only, I don't know how long the lunar eclipse was, but it's usually like 5 minutes or something. So I'm like, wait, so like eclipse energy is only for like that time period that the moon is either totally eclipsed or like the process of like eclipsing. So I don't know. I'm kind of feeling, well, first of all, I was kind of feeling the eclipse energy anyways, and I remember feeling this way with the Libra solar eclipse that happened in October of last year. I think it was either October or November, and it was like really beautiful energy, and I was like, man, I should have made moon water like this. I don't know, I was just vibing with the eclipse energy. And and I remembered that, and I was like, I should just make the moon water anyways, because I felt so bad about not being able to do it on the Virgo full moon, even though it ended up working out. It ended up working out, which is so funny and crazy and synchronistic, and that will be for like another video of my monthly recap videos. But like, I don't know, I'm just kind of thinking about it, like thinking about like, is eclipse energy just for those few minutes, or is eclipse energy like, because sometimes you feel that eclipse energy like before, like even like a week before. So I'm just kind of like trying to figure out for myself what is eclipse energy, how long does it last, and I wonder like if your intention is there. Like my intention when I made moon water last night was just, I'm trying to capture Libra full moon energy, because the eclipse happened Monday morning at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So if I made moon water last night from like midnight to whenever the sun rose this morning, wouldn't that just be Libra moon water? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I feel like I could talk about that forever, though. Honestly, I could talk about the moon forever. Oh, Squirrel's not on this page. Let's go to a screen where Squirrel is, because Squirrel is my only friend. So this is the deck that we're gonna flip through, but I guess I shouldn't flip through it because, or at least I shouldn't flip through it yet. This is a Lucy Cavendish deck, and Lucy Cavendish actually just came out with a new deck that I really, really want, and I should not be buying more decks. But it's weird because I haven't seen that much hype about it. But I don't know if that's like, I don't know if that's maybe because she's like in the Southern Hemisphere. And maybe it's, I mean, it came out in the US. It's being printed in the US too, but she is actually in Australia. I don't know. I just haven't seen any hype about it. Let me even look on YouTube and see if there's even if anybody got advanced copies to flip through yet. What is it called? So it's a goddess deck. I'm really surprised I don't have like a bunch of her decks. I can't think of what the name of it is now. Hello, Journey of Self-Discovery. How are you today? Thank you for voting for which deck we should flip through. I think you... Wait, am I making that up? No, I can't remember. Oh. Okay, I'm crazy. I swear I thought I saw your name on it. Oh, okay, you did. It looks like... you know what? The Angels and Ancestors one that you voted for, I was gonna do that one. But then I was like, hey, I should let people vote. So it's looking like we're gonna be doing this one. But that doesn't mean that we're not gonna get to this one. Because I just want to flip through. I want to flip through a deck, a stream, until we don't have any more decks to flip through. But welcome in. How are you doing? I hope that your Libra full moon went okay. How are you feeling today? I mean, we're gonna eventually flip through all of them, so it doesn't matter. Really. It's just tonight is going to be this one. What am I doing? Okay, so the author of this deck, Lucy Cavendish, I'm pretty sure she just came out with a new deck, but I haven't seen like any hype about it, and I don't know why. And I love her. I actually don't have that many of her decks. This might be the only... Oh, no. She does the Alice deck too. She also does this one. I'm really surprised that I don't have more of her decks because I just really love her. Where did I see it? I had seen that she was working on it and I was really excited about it. And then it was like all of a sudden it was out. And I'm like, wait, I didn't like hear that it was like released or... So I'm trying to find out right now. Maybe it was Instagram that I saw. The Great Goddess Oracle. Yeah, so it came out like around St. Patrick's Day, but I'm not seeing any... I'm trying to like find... Has anybody flipped through it yet? Or so Great Goddess Oracle. Like she has a lot of fairy decks, she has a mermaid deck. I'm really surprised I don't have like every single deck that she's done. Full moon energy has been a bit intense. How about you? I don't know. I was really feeling this like build up to the full moon, and I was just like anticipating it and kind of dreading it just based on how I was feeling. I was just like, oh God, this is gonna be a big one. But then on the actual day, and like even like still now that we're still, even though like we're still in Libra energy, like it was like this big buildup, and then it was just like this, I don't know, like release, I guess. And it kind of feels good to me, but the anticipation of it and the buildup of it, like, was like all last week. I was just like, and I was grumpy, in a bad mood, and irritated. Like, nothing inspired me, nothing motivated me. I couldn't focus on anything. I wasn't productive, and I couldn't get anything done. But now I kind of feel like, I don't know, this just like let go of whatever that buildup was. Yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling okay now. Like, I actually even thought that we were in Scorpio today because I feel very like cleansed. Like, I feel like there was this release and then just like this cleansing kind of energy today, but we're not in Scorpio yet. We're not going to be in Scorpio until 5 o'clock tomorrow morning Eastern Standard Time. I don't know where you are. But technically, like, we're still in Libra right now. The moon's gonna start moving at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so an hour from now. Sometimes I wonder if I feel things before they happen. Because I always feel like I go through these like really dark shadow worky times before something significant happens astrologically. And then it's like I'm going through like this muck and mud, like all by myself. And then like a week or two later, I see everybody else going through it. And it's like, oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. I've been there. I've done that. I just had this happen to me. And so I don't know if I'm like supposed to like experience things before so that I can be there to support. And it also makes me just think that like we all go through things at different times, so that we like when one person is down, someone else can like help support you and lift you up, and vice versa. Oh, you're on the East Coast too. Cool. Canada. I have never been to Canada, and it's so crazy that I haven't, because my family lives in Maine, so it's like really close. And like my parents used to go to Canada all the time, but they would never bring me. I don't know why. I imagine it's just so beautiful. Okay, I can't find anything on YouTube. The only thing I can find is on her on her Instagram. It looks like it is for sale though. Let me just go to Blue Angel Publishing, I guess. All right, so let me pull it up here. Window, browser. Oh, I don't know why the browsers are so big. That's so funny. Oh. I don't know what I just did. Okay, let's see. Ooh, Lightworker Oracle. That looks pretty. Unveiling the Golden Age. Interesting. We just flipped through the Golden Future. Wow, it looks like they got a lot of new decks coming out. Oh no, Astrology Oracle. Ah! Oh, I've seen the Oracle of the Sacred Horse. It looks so beautiful. Practical Magic. Luminous Humanus. That looks pretty. Ooh, Dia de los Muertos Oracle. Oh, what? This is a Lucy Cavendish one. Whispers of Aloha. Secret Language of Your Soul. Oh, Inner Child Oracle. So cute. Oracle of the Wilder Ones. Ooh, that looks pretty. Zoologica. Jeez Louise, they have a lot of new decks. Okay, so where... Oh my gosh, this was a bad idea. Oh, Animal Guide and Rune card? Here it is. Geez, so did she really come out with like 2 decks recently? Artwork by Jake Baddeley? I like the artwork a lot. Kind of feels like you're looking through like an old manuscript or something. I don't know. I've just been working with so many goddesses this year that I was like, I need a new goddess deck. You know, there aren't that many like god decks out there. I have a god deck. It's like a god and titan deck. I think it's by Stacy DeMarco. And I don't really vibe with it. Gosh, they have so many pretty decks. Too many pretty decks. I'm intrigued by this one. Izzy Ivy, what a name. Gosh, I would consider Blue Angel like a big publication company. I'm surprised to see a deck for $60 on a mass market. Oh, well, it's 78 cards. Maybe that's why. I didn't even look at the price of the other one. What was... Oh, let me go back to the one we were looking at. The Great Goddess. 44 is a little better, but even that seems a little high. Because I feel like that's what you would price like an indie deck at, you know? Oh no, squirrel is hungry. Let me feed you. Where? Did I accidentally? Oh, there it is. I thought I accidentally took the treats off. You're welcome, squirrel. I should not have looked at this website. There's like way too many decks that I haven't even seen. So maybe it is just that it's in the southern hemisphere, so I guess I just don't see. I'm intrigued by this one. Medicine Heart. I mean, I'm all for some feminine decks, but I feel like we could use some more masculine decks. What was the one that... Oh, this one looked cute. There was one that was on the, like, front banner page that I really liked, but I don't remember what it was. Look how fluffy that bunny is. Oh, this is a journal. What? Oh, I didn't notice that was a journal before. Luminous Humanus. Ooh, a coloring book. Pretty. That's crazy that she has another one out. What was the one that was on the main banner? I don't remember now. I want this one too. Oh, this is a journal. What am I doing? Well, there is an oracle deck of this too. Because these little like furry creature things, I think one of my spirit guides kind of looks like them. So when I saw the cover of this, I was like, oh my gosh. I didn't know that they had like journals and coloring books and stuff. Oh, this one. The wilder ones. This one intrigued me. Oh, whoops. Be kind to yourself and everyone you meet today. The people I meet are a reflection of my shining soul. I love that he has like a cat in his beard. Whoa, a shift in perspective. I see things with clarity and embrace positive change. Oh, who is the artist that does this one? It looks familiar. It is Izzy Ivy. Okay, well, anyways, this is the deck that we're gonna flip through today. Oh, let me get the rewards. I put a bunch of different channel point redemption things up there. Mostly just because I want to use these decks, or yeah, I want to use these decks more often. So I added the Healing Spirits Oracle, which I uploaded a Angel Pick a Card reading to YouTube and used the Healing Spirits Oracle, which I think we got last year in a Hay House box, I think. And I feel like I never use it, but it's good because it has like kind of quick short messages, so it would be a nice channel point redemption thing. And so I put that on there. What else did I do? Oh, I added the Golden Future on there because I feel like that's a deck that we're gonna have to like go through one by one and like learn it. I'm thinking about adding the Tree of Life Oracle on there too, because those are just, they're decks that like I feel like you have to sit with for a while and kind of really like learn more about it to work with it, if that makes sense. Thought about putting the Starseed Oracle on there too, because I rearranged my desk so I can see all of my cards next to me now, and I'm like, I never use this one, I never use this one, I never use this one. So I wanted to put channel point redemptions on there that forces me to use it more often. I think that's all I added, right? Oh, and then I put a community challenge up there to create a crystal grid together. And I have to pause for a second and grab something really quick. I'm gonna be right back. The tarot queue is open if anybody would like to join. It's !Alice plus your question or topic for your reading. And then those channel point redemptions are also there for oracle cards if you just wanted a quicker message. I think I might actually add, okay, let me add the Tree of Life on there before I take a break really quick. Channel points. And let's see, what color should we make it? I don't really have any yellows. Let's make a yellow one. So the Tree of Life Oracle. Oh, it already came up as like an orangey color, so I'll use that. Okay, so I added those channel points. I am going to take a really quick break. I know I just started, but I realized I forgot something. So I will be right back.
I don't want to go among mad people.
Oh, you can't help that. Most everyone's mad here.
It's funny that those sound alerts like never work when when I want them to. But they just work randomly. Okay, I changed my mind. I don't like the whatever the orangey color is because there was already something that color. So let me change it to yellow like I originally did. That's a little green. Just to make it different from, there was another one that was very similar. Okie dokie. So, I grabbed my iPad to. Do I have the right cord? Shoot. Oh, wait, yes, I do. To look at. There's a tarot spread for the eclipse in the Just a Phase Moon Planner. And I thought we could do a collective reading. Okay, so I'll switch to this scene. And add the iPad on there. Why is that not working? Oh, because I don't have it on. There we go. Okay. So where is it? So this is the tarot spread. Oh, whoops. Angel, welcome in. Oh my gosh, it's snowing. I love snow. Happy spring. Happy spring. All right, let me make that bigger. And move it down. Okay, so how this spread works is I think I recommended doing I think you could use a tarot deck or an oracle deck. And I'm kind of feeling like the Wizard of Oz deck for this one. So you want to shuffle your deck, and while you're shuffling, think of the journal prompts here. What is true for you? What is an illusion or obstacle blocking you? How can this eclipse shine the truth even brighter? And how might the eclipse be bringing up illusion or confusion? So you want to shuffle your deck with that first question in mind, the what is true for you. And so you're going to take the card from the top and look at it. And then for the second card, you take the one from the bottom and don't look at it. And then for the third question, shuffle with that third question in mind. And again, take the one from the top, flip it over, and then take the one from the bottom and put it underneath. And I was doing this last night for myself, and I just kind of thought, like, maybe I didn't word it correctly. And I certainly didn't, like, the images are kind of confusing too, because the like darker gray one here. Oh, let me get my laser pointer. Oh, Squirrel, thank you for asking how everyone is. How is everyone doing? I'm feeling like really good today compared to all last week. I just like felt horrible. So like this little gray card here is supposed to be underneath and face down is what that was supposed to depict. But I don't think my image editing skills really depicted it as good. Okay, so I'm gonna use this deck and I'm gonna do a reading for the collective, like how the collective handled the eclipse, or an eclipse reading for the collective. I love those little pumpkin cats. I'm not going to get rid of them. They're like my most used emote. They're so cute. I can't take credit for them though. I did not make them. Okay, so we want what is true for the collective at this time of the Libra full moon? I think I'm gonna pull all the cards and then we'll do the reading. So what is true for the collective? Four of Pentacles. And then, oh my gosh, I almost shuffled before pulling the one from the bottom. So I'm gonna put the one from the bottom underneath there. And then, how can this eclipse shine the truth even brighter? She comes up a lot. Oh my gosh, and I almost did it again. I'm so used to like shuffling right after. Okay. And then the bottom card is how might the eclipse be bringing up illusion or confusion? All right, and I want to put these in here. Turn that up a little bit. Take a picture of these two. And then I'm going to airdrop them to the iPad. so that they will be there forever. And you're meant to fill out the journal questions before you flip over the other two, just to kind of see how they compare. What? Did you guys see what time it just said? Whenever I plug in my iPad or my phone to this computer, it says that it's how do I get that back? I don't know how to get that back. It says that it's 9:41 p.m. Isn't that weird? Like, it's always 9:41. I don't know. Why did it... Okay. There we go. See? Isn't that weird? Always. It's always 9:41 p.m. when I plug this into the computer. So strange. Okay. So this was card number 3, I think. Actually, I'm gonna maybe put them like side by side. And then this one was card number 1. So what is true for the collective in regards to what this eclipse might be revealing? And it's the 4 of Pentacles. Oops. Why is that orange? So let's read the 4 of Pentacles for this. Are you flipping your table because of it's 9:41 p.m. everywhere? 4 of Pentacles. Where's Pentacles? I'm really curious if they used AI to write the descriptions of these cards also. Okay, so... Oh, the card depicts the Wicked Witch and her possessions. The keywords are security, safety, prevention, conservatism, materialism, greed, fear, and loss. The Wicked Witch of the West, captive to her hunger for power and material gain, uses her crystal ball and the golden cap in a desperate bid for control over Dorothy. Represented by the 4 of Pentacles, her obsessive grip on material wealth and desire for dominance become her undoing. This card serves as a reminder that a tight grasp on possessions and power can hinder personal growth and happiness. Let go of undue attachments, trust in the universe's abundance, and focus on genuine connections and experiences. I mean, I think that that could be very true for like society, culture, for sure. And obsessive. I lost my place. What? Did I make that up? Oh, okay. An obsessive grip on material wealth and desire for dominance. grip on possessions and power can hinder personal growth. The dang iPad always thinks that my scribble scrabble is spelled incorrectly. Oh, personal growth and happiness. I feel like that is very true. Trust in the universe's abundance. So what is an illusion, obstacle, or block preventing us from seeing our true potential? And this is just thoughts on before flipping over the card. Oh, it looks like there's an ad. I'll see you guys when you come back. So this is before looking at this second card. I mean, in regards to like an obsession with material wealth, I think the block is that it's like the only way, that there's like no way out of it. So I'm gonna say this is before that. The block, wait. Or the illusion is that this is the only way, this is the way it's always been. So that this is how it's always been, and that there's no way out of it. I just thought that it was like a fun exercise of like not looking at the card, like seeing, like using your own intuition just based on the first card. Like, I don't know. I like doing that to myself. And then how can this eclipse shine the truth even brighter? And it was the Queen of Pentacles. And I feel like we had these exact two cards last stream, and I think I remember reading them also. So this is the Duchess that's depicted in the card. Her keywords are discipline, frugality, material wealth, maturity, practicality, prosperity, responsibility, security, stability, and traditional values. I'm reading the wrong one. I was reading the King. Okay, so the keywords for the Queen of Pentacles are, I was like, that didn't sound right. Stability, security, material wealth, resourcefulness, nurturing, providing, abundance, and business savvy. So the Queen of Pentacles symbolizes a nurturing spirit coupled with the prowess to manifest abundance. The Duchess, even amidst the chaos, showcases her ability to care and provide, exemplifying a balance between emotional warmth and material well-being. Her commitment to the baby piglet, despite the bedlam around her, highlights the essence of material affection and practicality. This card beckons you to ground yourself in the practicalities of life while still radiating warmth and care within. Ensure that your pursuit of material wealth does not overshadow the genuine connections and emotional richness life has to offer. Remember, true abundance isn't just material, it's harmonious. It's a harmonious blend of love, care, and worldly comforts. I don't even remember what is how can this eclipse shine the truth even brighter? Well, I mean, I think compared to the Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles is going to be like nurturing and giving and providing, and there's going to be more flow to that, like it kind of proves the Four of Pentacles wrong. Like, you can be loving, supportive, caring, prosperous, and abundant at the same time. Because the Four of Pentacles card is more about like, I have to hoard all of this wealth because it's all mine and somebody's going to take it away from me. And if I give it any of it away, if there's any flexibility with it, then it'll all like disappear. But the Queen of Pentacles is like the opposite of that energy. So the Queen of Pentacles proves... Why is that all blurry? What just happened? The Queen of Pentacles proves the Four of Pentacles wrong. That prosperity and abundance can be for everyone. And that demonstrates selflessness. Yeah. And then how might the eclipse be bringing up illusion or confusion? I don't know. I just think that like any full moon is going to make energy more heightened. And if we're bringing shadows to the surface at the same time as heightened energy, it can be a little chaotic. So when energy Volatility. Okay, now what are the mystery cards gonna be? This one is going to show, oh, whoops. Let me take this off. So this one is going to show, what is an illusion or obstacle or block preventing you from seeing your true potential. The Knight of Pentacles. So, after looking at the card, so I kind of see that as, oh, let me take a picture of him. I could kind of see that as, like, the Knight of Pentacles is very slow and steady, wins the race. So I could kind of see that as, like, which I think is a positive thing. Like, slow and steady wins the race is a positive thing. It allows you to take things slowly and one step at a time. But sometimes we purposefully, like, move too slowly out of fear or hesitation or the lack of belief, or in a way it can be a good thing, but in if you need more movement and quicker action, it can, the Knight of Pentacles could be, I could see that being like a little bit inhibiting. So let me add this dude in here as the second card there. I don't know how to play with layers on here, but oh, send to back. Okay, that way he's like underneath. So the Knight of Pentacles, whoops. Ah! While one step at a time / slow moving energy can be beneficial. It can also be inhibiting. Or just like a crutch or excuse to avoid things. Oh, whoops, my bad. Okay. How might the eclipse be bringing up illusion or confusion? So this other mystery card underneath the Queen of Pentacles is interesting, the Hanged Man. Whoops. Let me add him on there. It's the Tin Man. I don't know if we've read the Tin Man's message yet. Whoops. Oh, I cut off his number accidentally. Reset. Jeez Louise. I like cropped it too much. I did it again! Oh well. He's just not gonna have a number. I can't believe I figured that out like right on the first try. It's only because I'm streaming that worked out. If I was on my own, I'd be like, how do you do it? Okay. Ranger Doomer, welcome in. How are you today? Okay, so this was before. Whoops. And this is after we have the Hanged Man. So how might this eclipse be bringing up illusion or confusion? I don't know. I mean, the hangman is literally hanging upside down, so he might not be seeing things clearly either. It's not a blue moon, is it? Or are you just singing that song? Alrighty, so that is our collective eclipse reading. Don't the cards look so pretty in here? Oh, I know it's a song. I was just like, I don't think it's a blue moon. How was your full moon, Ranger Danger? Ranger Doom? Oops. I really like this deck. I haven't taken the time to like upload the unboxing of it and the flip through. I've been using it a lot though. I can't believe some of you guys have snow. I'm like looking out my window because it's still light outside, and all the little baby leaves are coming out, and they're so just like this bright, bright, bright green. And then I was just noticing, I don't think I've ever noticed before, but my neighbor across the street has like there's white blossoms all over their tree. I'm not really sure what tree it is. Is that a frowny face? Why are you frowny facing, Ranger Doomer? Anybody else joining in? I'm just kind of screwing around with this Eclipse spread, but the queue is open if anybody would like a tarot reading. And eventually, I was trying to wait until a little bit later. Eventually, I'm going to just flip through a deck. And everybody voted in Discord so far on this deck to flip through. So we're going to flip through this deck later. So yeah. Oh, your full moon's been kind of sad mood. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, Libra rules the house of relationships, so relationships can be kind of sticky, and that's like all sort of different relationships. But remember, Libra is the scales of balance, and your scales have to be kind of tipped in order for you to find that equilibrium and that balance. So I hope you're able to find the rhythm soon that works for you. If you know your birth time, it helps a little bit to look at where Libra falls in your birth chart. For me, it is kind of in between two houses. Libra is my 7th and 8th house. So I kind of leaned into the 8th house energy of kind of checking into subconscious energy, doing tarot readings for myself, and just kind of allowing myself to go under water a little bit and float around in dreamland and the unknown and just kind of explore. Because if you look at things from like a learning perspective, I think it kind of helps a little bit. Oh, I was just saying that if you knew your birth time, then you could figure out what house Libra rules for you by looking at your birth chart. So like, I'll pull mine up here. Will it show up on there? So Libra for me is like this piece of pie right here. So it's part of the 8th house and it's part of the 7th house. So I mean, the 7th house is the house of relationships. So I did have like some relationship things come up, but like I said, like it when you have that conflict or that shaking of the scales, it allows you to find balance and find equilibrium and find a common ground between whatever the relationship was. I'm not saying it was easy to like go through it. It was like annoying, and I was just like, oh, why am I dealing with this? And I was like, oh. So I don't know. It just helps give you like a little bit of a perspective if you look at your birth chart and see where Libra is for you. If you want to send me your birthday, I'll be happy to look at your chart if you feel like that might help you. And just a heads up that we will be moving into the moon is going to be moving into Scorpio tonight. So Scorpio can be more emotional, so just beware of that. And sometimes I think like things just kind of push us to the limit so that you finally like take the time out to experience and feel your emotions. And it might like push you to the limit so that you I find that I feel better when when the moon is in a sign that is significant in my chart, for example, like a sun sign. I think that I feel better. I think it makes you feel more at home, like with yourself. And so I would guess no. I would guess that you will feel better tomorrow. But it could like force you to cry about it, and but then you'll feel better after you cry, you know? I just realized that my cup holder is like way the heck over here. I like rearranged my desks and everything, and I just realized it's like really annoying to grab now. So, what's everybody up to tonight? I think my makeup's falling off already. Or maybe that's just shadowy. I don't know. Give me your birthday and I'll look at your birth chart, Ranger. Actually, let me open a new window. I didn't mean that to sound so demanding. Sorry. Give it to me. November 8th, 1985. Oh, I'm on the wrong scene. Never mind. I was like, where did it go? There we go. Let me get me back really quick. Where am I? There we go. November 8th, 1985. And just a heads up, this might not be exactly. Oh, what city were you born? Usually when you're born like 11 a.m. on the dot, it might not be as accurate because nobody's born like right at 11 a.m. You're probably 11:03 or 11:07 or something like that. Um, so just a heads up. You might want to look at your birth chart and see if there's an exact time. Argentina? I don't know why this screen is all, whoops, is all funky. Oh, wow. So yeah, your Libra is kind of in between the 9th and the 10th house. And your Mars is there. I don't think you can see my cursor on the computer, unfortunately. Yeah, you can't. Shoot. So I guess I should have done this on the iPad, then I could like point things out. Well, let me make it bigger. So like in the top position on this circle is your Scorpio house. That's your 10th house. It's where your sun is. There's like a circle and a dot in the middle. So you've got a lot of things going on in your 10th house, which is your it's the house of career and kind of how you show up in the world. And right next to it, like if we're looking at it like a clock, the 12 o'clock position is your 10th house. If you look to the 1 o'clock position, that's your Libra house, so that's your 9th. But you can kind of see there is a little bit of Libra hanging over into the 10th house as well. So you're kind of in between. So how this eclipse might be affecting you, or how you might be able to find balance or equilibrium, is looking to the 9th house, which is the house of travel, education, learning, and knowledge. Which mine was as well. Mine was half 8 and 9. So like I feel better if I learn. Like if I look at things in a like approach things as if I'm learning something new. So whenever you encounter obstacles, or like you were saying that you're feeling sad, like what is this teaching me? What am I learning from this? And that might help you find a little bit of clarity. Because your Mars is in Libra as well, that might be making things a little bit more active for you and volatile, because Mars is the planet of action. It's how we do things, how we go about doing things, how we take action, but it's also how we encounter conflict and how we argue, how we fight. Like Mars is the god of war. So it's how we argue, how we handle conflict, how we interact with conflict. So this is also teaching you something about how maybe the thing that made you sad is something that was conflictive. So now you know this thing makes me sad, or this is how I handle this kind of thing, is I react to it in a sad way, and now you know how to handle that a little bit better because you just know a little bit more. Well, being a Scorpio sun, Scorpio does kind of avoid conflict. Well, I'm not going to say they avoid it. They just kind of, I don't know. Scorpio is very kind of like under the radar kind of energy. So like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Like Scorpio, it's not avoidance. It's almost like a deliberate avoidance of, of things. Let's see. Oh, and you also your Venus is in Libra. And that is the sign that's almost like right at that 12 o'clock position, but it's it looks like it, that's the one that's in the 10th house. What do you do for a living, Ranger? I bet like loneliness and sadness probably has something to do with your Venus being in Libra, I would guess. Ooh, law enforcement. Interesting. Well, I would say your sun in the 10th house. Again, if we have your birth time correctly. Because like I say, like when unless you feel like you're the type of baby that would be like, I have to be born at 11 o'clock on the dot. Most babies are not born like on the hour, you know? It's like maybe like 10:58 is your real birth time. So that is going to change and shift things a little bit, especially with all of these planets kind of like clustered all together here at the top of your birth chart. But a sun in the 10th house usually has some sort of, because your sun is how like you are outwardly, how you kind of outwardly project into the world. It's kind of who you are on the outside. And a lot of people with either their sun in the 10th house or their sun in the 5th house tend to be some sort of like public figure. Like a lot of celebrities have their sun in the 10th house, politicians. So it's kind of interesting that you're in law enforcement, but it might have been 11:10. Well, let's see if that changes anything. I think it moved your I think it moved your Saturn a little bit. I don't know, it made everything squished together a little bit more. But your sun would still be in the 10th house. Even at 11:10. So I don't know, 10 people with sun in the 10th house tend to be very kind of like out, they are like publicly recognized a lot of the time in some form. And that, I think that like that could even present in your life as like getting some sort of award, yeah, like a leadership role, yeah. Or even like getting some sort of role and being recognized like within law enforcement. Pluto's up there too. Sagittarius. You've got a lot of Sagittarius happening. Your Mercury's in Sagittarius. Uranus is in Sagittarius. Oh, but Neptune is in Capricorn, right on the edge there. You've got an Aquarius rising. So Scorpio, Sun, Aquarius rising, and Virgo moon. So you're kind of a weirdo, but you are very particular about your weirdness or very particular about things. You had people under your command. Well, there you go. And law enforcement makes sense because your Venus is in Virgo, so you really, really care about like things being fair. And your Mars is in Libra also. So you fairness, equality is important to you. Well, Scorpio time of year is like the spooky Halloween weird, so like the dark side of weird. But Aquarius is kind of quirky, eccentric, woo-woo, kind of weird. Aquarius season is like right after the new year. It's January, mid-January to mid-February. So think of how like we all start this, we all start like a new year with all these fresh and new ideas. And so Aquarius season is like right at the beginning of the year, and it's like, let's do something new. Let's start something. And the people that are like the trailblazers and the inventors and the people that are doing things differently first, that's like Aquarius energy of like they want to go out and do their own thing and do it their own way, but oftentimes it is like evolution, like doing things differently that need to change. So they're often Aquarius people. Like I have an Aquarius moon, you have an Aquarius rising. Aquarius people tend to do things differently, but then like 5 to 10 years later, everybody else is doing that too. You're like the trendsetters, but you're usually made fun of or ridiculed for or like pointed at, like, oh, look at that weird person. And then like 10 years from now, it's like everybody's doing that thing that weird person was doing. Probably, if you, I mean, you want to do something new, and these old systems like law enforcement or government or all of the like systems that we have in place, like they need to change and they need to be restructured, and Aquarius is bringing in that new energy. And it's going to be a lot of work to like restructure things, especially things like law enforcement. So, does anybody want a tarot reading? What am I even doing here? All right, I was just gonna double check and make sure nobody else voted for Dex. Because I asked people in Discord to vote for which deck they wanted to flip through, and this is the one that won so far. I just wanted to double check. I was like, well, we could just flip through this deck. Well, it's almost 8. I was like, maybe we'll start around 8, but whoa, everybody got here all at once. I know Apple Tree would like a reading, a tarot reading. And welcome in, I know Apple Tree. Welcome in, Dino the Frost. How are you guys? It looks like you had quite the adventure. I'm so jealous that you guys got to see the world. Never mind. Okay. You want to I know Apple Tree, you want a tarot reading on why you are tired. You fell in love with Chicago pizza. You know what? Chicago, I've never been to Chicago except for the airport because I used to be a flight attendant, and it was my favorite place to have a long layover because they had really good restaurants in the airport, I remember. And there was this like secret spot underneath an escalator that overlooked like the whole airport, and I could hide underneath the escalator, but I could sit in a rocking chair and like look out over the whole airport, and it was really beautiful, and I would sit there and read whenever I had really long layovers. But I've never actually been to Chicago. I've only been to the airport. Okay, tarot reading can be general. So Ranger, it's !Alice plus general. But you were so close. You were so close. So we'll do I know Apple Tree first to see why they're so tired, or just say general tarot reading for them. And man, I could use some pizza. I wonder, I guess, like, would it be worth like trying to make it yourself? Do you have to get like a special pan? To do deep dish? The best pizza I've ever had was on a grill. But it was like a really thick crust because you could like get it really charred and it would just like poof up and bake on the fire. Not even the same as Chicago pizza. I'm just thinking about pizza now. You could probably use any round pan, but it would have to have like tall sides, right? Okay, let's see. What deck does I know Apple Tree feel called to today for their general reading? See, I told you guys that a lunar eclipse feels like a new moon. You just want to sleep all the time. In my head, I'm thinking like, I wonder if you could just use like a glass baking dish just because the sides are so tall. Let's make some pizza. I don't have a grill, but I would do it on a grill. If you ever make your own pizza, do it on a grill. So good. Wish I said what sooner? I know Apple Tree, if you were saying that you wish that I had said the thing about a full moon or a lunar eclipse feeling like a new moon, I'm pretty sure I said it on the Witching Hours podcast. And I say it all the time, I'm sure. No, because like the moon is supposed to be big, bright, and full, but when it's eclipsed, it's dark, so it's like a new moon. Even though it's only for like a few minutes, it feels like a new moon. It feels like we should all go take a nap and hide under the covers. Pretty sure I say it all the time, Frosty. I know I said it on the March Witching Hours. I know it. Pizza. Okay, so for sure the black one. I know Apple Tree doesn't. Okay, I just wanted to make sure you didn't mean you wish I had put these two out before you, after you had said black one. Never mind. I don't know. I'm confusing myself. Okay, we're doing the black one. And just a general reading. Oh, okay. You want the pink one? What? Now you're confusing me. That's all right. I'm easily confused. You feel like there's a, well, Libra is the rules the house of relationships, so interaction, but we're also leading into a Mercury retrograde, which I think starts on March 1st. So this is the Mercury retrograde shadow period, so communication is really difficult, but I've also been talking to myself for like an hour and a half, and all of a sudden people showed up, so I'm kind of forgetting I'm kind of forgetting that I'm talking to people. I was talking to myself for like an hour and a half. We are in March, but it's March 26th. We only have 4 more days of March. And Mercury retrograde shadow period is for like 2 weeks. So we've been in Mercury retrograde shadow period for like a week already. You picked a good deck though. This might be one of my favorite decks. Except it is warping. And not from shuffling. It's like warping from like I have them standing up. A general reading for I Know Apple Tree. April 1st. What a joke. Yeah, so April Fool's, Mercury retrograde on April Fool's Day. Do you guys remember Gina the Frost and Medium Jenny Lee's April Fool's joke from last year? You're gonna be ready when I tell you that you're ready. I know Apple Tree. I can't even shuffle. I think I was the only one that like really fell for it and like was sad that it wasn't true. Well, I know Apple Tree, the cards tell me when they are ready, so you just have to be patient. Weird stocks. Oh no. I was so excited about weird stocks because my husband had just come across this stock person that compared the moon phases to the stock, and they have the same pattern. They have the same like up and down wavelength. And I was like, yes, finally. I know, Apple Tree, how are you feeling like for realsies? I know, if we we'd all be rich if we could crack the code. I'm gonna turn this light off. Oh, I forget how glossy this deck is. All the lights are like too bright. That is too dark. I don't know if there's any way to avoid it. I move them down. There we go. I'll move it down. Oh, I don't know where Hoagie is. Burnt out. Burnt the fuck out. Okay, okay, okay. I think I hate the reversed emperor so much. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And I don't like the star reversed any better than that. But then we have the high priestess. These are very, very, very conflicting energies. And almost kind of feels like a battle of like between ego and intuition. Like these two together feels like a battle between ego and intuition. And then that is leading to despair or sadness. Interesting that you say burnt out though, and we don't have the 10 of Wands here. High Priestess is your favorite card? Well, interesting. So like I feel like this is like what you want to be, but then like ego gets in the way. All right, so thank you for letting us know that this is how they are feeling. How do we get out of this burnout? I'm just gonna move these up anyways. Ah, what? Why? Okay. Wait, never mind. I got mad for a second, but I'm not mad anymore. So have you been like hiding out in hermit mode because of how you're feeling? And I kind of relate to that, like whenever you're like tired, burnt out, like not feeling yourself, you don't want to like submit anybody else to those feelings, and you don't want to be a Debbie Downer. But when the hermit is reversed, you need to like go out and interact with people. Well, isolation has been your theme. Okay, you need to step out. But then we also have the Seven of Wands. That like Seven of Wands is about not letting other people get you down. I think that maybe you're feeling like if you go out that like either you'll bring everybody else down or they'll just bring you down even more. But whenever the hermit is reversed, like we need to like just put yourself out there, even if it's like just going to a public place and like people watching. Why though? Like go and like treat yourself to like your favorite snack. Like if you're a coffee drinker, like go treat yourself to like a fancy coffee and just like sit and like watch people in a public place. Or like if you I'm like a smoothie person. I love like I make my own smoothies because I don't want to pay for them. But like if I'm gonna treat myself, I like go and get myself like a big ass smoothie. Or you know, you can call friends or something, but I don't have friends, so you can just take yourself out. Just be like out and about, out of your house, get yourself out of a rut. Whoa, they're falling, they're all falling. Ah! I caught them. Does it feel too overwhelming for you to like go outside or like go out in public? You don't like to initiate. Oh, weird. My internet's being wonky. Whoops. Okay, well, I think like like I get the sense that like if you're feeling down and you don't want to like subject other people to your lowness, your downness, but I think it will like lift your spirits to go out and about with or without people. I'm gonna get a chakra card, so I'm gonna put that there, but I want to get an oracle card first. You better recognize the signs from above. Oh my god, I rolled all the way over there and then, oh, you guys can't even see me. I rolled all the way over here and then didn't grab the book. Recognize the signs from above. Angels are sending you messages now, but you're too distracted to notice. Stay alert and open to the divine guidance. Here is, am I reading the right one? 26. Okay. Here is a curious thing that you souls do while having a human experience. You ask for signs from your guardian angels, from the divine, or from me, and then this is an Archangel Michael deck. So whenever they say I or me, it's Michael talking. Okay. So you ask for signs from your guardian angels, from the divine, or from me, and then allow life to distract you from seeing them. It's akin to being asleep at the wheel. It's very important to stay alert to all of the messages from the universe you receive, especially if you are asking for guidance. Place notes around your home, work, and vehicle that say, "Stay awake," to remind you to be in the moment every day. Know that the more you pay attention to your life, watchful signs for synchronicities, the more you see them and the more you will see them. Some of the symbols most closely associated with the angelic realms are feathers, coins, white butterflies or moths, and the number 4 or 444. Rainbows, doves, images of angels. Train your eyes to watch for these in your life. Set the intention that if you see any of these signs or experiencing something exciting out of the blue, you will come out of the trance of daily life. Wake up and then process what you are thinking about when you are snapped out of your thoughts. Your surroundings will contain valuable angelic cues about what you should focus on. As you become more and more aware of all the messages you are continually being sent, you will find that they will help you in all aspects of your daily life on Earth. You need signier signs. You look for signs all the time and you follow them. Do you do anything to acknowledge when you see them? We have a chakra card for I know apple tree. Confidence within. The empowering light of the golden ray is yours to harness. It flows through your being, strengthening you with its every vibration, leading you to manifest all that you seek. It illuminates your inner joy and confidence, opening you to new levels of prosperity you may not have thought possible. Healing comes from your sovereignty and personal empowerment. Claim your possibility. The universe is smiling upon you, and the sun is shining on you now. The crystal they recommend is golden healer quartz, which I actually have right next to me. The herb is cinnamon, and this is a solar plexus chakra. You don't respond because that's just crazy talk. Okay, you know what I do whenever I see like a repeating number or a sign that I know that's from spirit, I wink at it. I'm always like, "Oh, hey spirit, hey, I see you. I see you." It's really fun. You should start doing it. And the more you like recognize it and acknowledge that you see it and recognize it, even if you just say it like within your head, like, "Oh, I saw that sign," or like, "Hi spirit, I see you." Like, what does this sign mean? Like if you're saying that within your head, you're still like acknowledging it. Thank you, universe. Thank you. Well, it's good that you're thinking and thinking. know. I think like it's time for us to like not hide ourselves away just because we're feeling low or down. Um, because isn't it so silly that like we do that? Isn't it silly when like everybody's probably feeling very similarly to like whatever it is that you're experiencing and nobody talks about it? Like, especially like if you were to just meet somebody in passing, you're like, oh, hi, how are you? I'm fine, thanks. How are you? When like really you're not fine at all. It's just we automatically put up this mask of, I'm fine, everything's fine. Aren't you great? It's good to see you. Um, even if you're like, I don't really want to see you, or like, um, yeah, I've had a horrible time. What if we actually like spoke the truth? What if we were actually like, I'm not okay? I kind of feel like astrology helps us a little bit in that sense because I feel like in I feel like in common society or the general population could say like, "Oh, this Libra moon kicked my ass." Like I feel like you can say that and get away with it. At least that's like better than being like, "Oh, I'm great. How are you?" when you're really not that great. You're pretty sincere. Well, that's good. Well, Spirit still wants you to not be hiding out in hermit mode though. People don't want honesty. I want honesty. For some reason I smell popcorn, but I really don't think that's what's happening, but it's making me hungry. You're welcome, I know Apple Tree. I hope you're able to get out of hermit mode soon. Ranger, I'm gonna be right back before I jump into your reading, okay? Really quick. That didn't work. Why did that not work? Okay, Ranger, just a general reading. Let me try. I might have to do this. I was trying to do something really quick, but I don't think it's working. Weird. What is the point of studio mode if it doesn't let you do things? Whoa. Oh, you're going to oh my gosh, I keep forgetting about paying the toll. All right. I totally keep forgetting it. This happened on live TV not long ago. They were interviewing a local politician on the street, and out of nowhere, a rat appeared. People began screaming and disappeared as they were bunched up close to the politician. Then the TV camera shows the rat trying to escape. Oh, someone kicks the rat. Aw. And then it lands on a dog and tries to catch it, and then another dog comes and the two dogs start going after the rat. Oh my goodness. That poor rat. That poor rat was just trying to be famous. Then somebody went on and kicked it somewhere. Okie dokie. Do we want? Oh yes, thank you for paying the toll. Thank you for reminding me to charge people to pay the toll. And watch your step as you enter into Wonderland. Oh. Would you like deck number 1, deck number 2, or deck number 3? Oh my gosh, squirrel, I am hungry too. I am hungry too. Let me feed you again already. This one. I didn't realize when I rearranged everything that my cards are further away than they used to be. Alrighty. I feel like I'm missing some crystals here. Oh no. Where did they go? Shit. Oh, right here. Okay. Alrighty, what does Ranger need to know? Oh no, our music stopped. Oops. Alright, this ranger needs to know right now. Ooh! Oh my gosh, this Queen of Pentacles in this deck like always wants to come out. So are you in between jobs right now, Ranger? Yeah, you were kind of talking about it earlier. Trying to change careers or end the current one. I feel like there's something new. Like this is the Ace of Wands, but I was feeling, which a lot of times is like creativity, but I was feeling like this is more career. Like you have something new. The Ace is like something new coming in for you. So maybe your hunt is over soon. I guess maybe it's the Ace of Wands with the Queen of Pentacles is making me feel like it's a new career. And it's going to be something that's like more aligned with your highest good, like who you want to be, who you want to become, who like. Do I still have your birth chart up? Let me look at your birth chart again. Yeah, I don't know. It just feels like it's this new thing is going to be more aligned with like who you are and who you want to become. Hopefully you can find what to do. You're not out of the old one yet. Well, the Queen of Pentacles, were you here earlier when I was doing the collective reading and I read and I was talking about the Queen of Pentacles? Because this came up in a reading earlier. But like the Queen of Pentacles is like abundant and prosperous and like has a nice career going for them, but they're also like loving and caring and nurturing. And then the Lover's card is here too. So the Lover's card is about like having things in your life that support your highest good. Like all right, so how are we moving? Whoop. Almost dropped him. Wow, do you have something like this is happening soon? Like you're leaving this old career behind. I mean, I know you've said that you're like ready for it, but like this new one is coming in. And the Page of Swords, Six of Swords is about leaving one thing and moving towards something else, and the Page of Swords is about finding like clarity, like the things making sense, things coming into alignment. Yay, it does sound positive. Two of Pentacles. Okay, we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. This is all really nice and positive, but it's giving me the sense that like the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, the Two of Pentacles upright is a card of being able to like manage two things. Like you've got a lot going on, but you're like able to juggle them. But when the Two of Pentacles is in reverse, it can mean like I'm getting the sense that like you're waiting to find something new before leaving the old one, the old job, which makes sense and is more practical. But I'm getting the sense that like you're not going to be able to juggle the two at the same time, like finding something new and still living the old career path, you know? Like they're not like balancing each other out very well. Yeah, you have to leave one before starting the other. Even if it might be like, if that's not something that you're able to do like financially or whatever, which makes sense, maybe like putting in your notice, like giving 90 days notice or something like that, like giving some sort of notice so that like now you've kind of shut that one door for the other one and want to move, and you're like ready to move forward. I don't know, this Michael deck wants to come out again. Oh, wow. Let it go. This situation no longer serves you. Allow me to sever your energetic connections to the past so that you can embrace the future. Ooh, you're waiting on a retirement. Well, that sounds perfect. Frequently, the activities you humans engage in are focused on seeking freedom. You want to be released from old ideas, expectations, fears, worries, dramas, stories you tell yourself, the past, and other people. Sometimes what you want is physical freedom, but usually it's emotional, mental, or spiritual freedom that you're asking for. The tricky part is getting people to participate in their own release. You might be shocked by how many souls are afraid deep down of freedom. I can use my sword of light to sever the energetic connections to what makes you happy, but your free will give. Wait. I can use my sword of light to sever the energetic connections to what makes you unhappy, but your free will always give you the right to not let go. Metaphor. I feel like there's a typo in there somewhere. It's not. That sentence isn't making sense. Metaphorically, I can unlock the prison, but if you refuse to leave the cell, then there's nothing that I can do. I want you to be free. You may even believe that you are desperate to be free, but there's something you're holding on to. Is it a memory, an idea, or a story? A person? Asking yourself if you have given the past power over your happiness in the present because you're afraid you'll never be that happy in the future. If so, it's time to dismiss that false notion. Have courage that you can stand in your own power and live in the now. You can ask me, and me is Archangel Michael, by the way. You can ask me to sever the energetic connections that hold you back a million times, and I will never tire of doing it. I will do it over and over and over with joy, but we'll both be even more joyful if you make the choice to really finally actually let go. I agree, freedom can be scary. I mean, these are like crazy signs that the time is now. And let's get a chakra card too. Here we have a chakra card for Ranger. Jeez Louise. I keep fumbling them. Unlimited prosperity. Oh my gosh, this card comes up so frequently in this deck. Money is energy, and we hold a precious choice, whether to prevent or encourage its flow. Are your channels for giving and receiving open wide enough? Do you allow the vibration of prosperity to radiate both from you and towards you? Reflect on your resources and how you can use them to create more abundance for both yourself and those around you. Remember also to give back with an open heart for all that is coming your way. Give thanks before you receive. This is a solar plexus chakra. The crystal is yellow fluorite and the herb is basil. You can't wait for more prosperity. Amen. Sounds like you've got this. If you needed confirmation that changing careers was the right move for you, it for sure is. For sure. Hi, it's Practical Magic. How are you today? How was your lunar eclipse? I'm just gonna keep this deck here. It does look like you'll find out soon. Yeah. Yeah, where'd my cue go? Squirrel was fed. Oh, whoops. Oh, shoot. Well, let me move that over there. I have too many thingies going on. There it is. I think it was good. There was a lot of like anticipation and like lead up to it. Like a lot of things for me came up before, like last week. But then on the actual day of the full moon, it just felt like there was this big like release. So there was like all this buildup, and then it was just like it like all went away. So it was good, but if you had asked me last week, I would have been like, I would not have the same answer last week. And from what I hear, people have been so I think that's just how I experience it. But for some people, I think it's been like Sunday, Monday was very kind of explosive, but it wasn't like that for me. It was like more of a release for me. But the lead up to it was kind of a lot. So it's been feeling like kind of a slow night, and I think I'm just gonna go ahead and raid out and maybe try to stream later this week. Because I'm hungry. And I meant to eat before I streamed, and now I'm realizing the mistake that I made. So, we all know who I'm going to raid because I never get a chance to raid them, so this is exciting for me. If I can, I don't know why I always forget how to raid for some reason. Okay. Alrighty. So thanks for hanging out with me. I guess we'll flip through a deck another time. I do want to start doing that on stream though. So we will flip through. I lost it already. We'll flip through the Lucy Cavendish deck, the Hidden Worlds. Yeah, Hidden Worlds. So we'll do that next time. Thanks for getting a reading, Ranger, and thank you for letting me look at your birth chart. I love looking at people's birth charts, so that was fun. And I know Apple Tree, thank you for getting a reading. And thank you for everybody that was lurking. Journey of Self-Discovery. I know Giant of the Frost was here earlier. So thank you, everybody. I just got to call it a night. So I will see you next time. Thank you again. And we'll try this again another time.